Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark, aka Christ169, coming to you too with the weekend roundup, sponsored by Helldivers 2. No, I'm not sponsored by Sony, but this video is pretty much going to be about Helldivers 2 this week. This weekend roundup, this whole last week has been a cluster F of a mess. Sony has put foot in their mouth, both foot in their mouth, their arms, their elbows. I mean, it's a shit show. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's a shit show. It's not anything that can that no anything that can be done at this point to avoid this fallout. Sony has gone the way of full retard mode and created a problem with the community. And Arrowhead is one being blamed for it, even though they don't have much say in it at all, because Sony Interactive Entertainment is actually the publisher, not the developer. People think that Arrowhead is the developer. No, Arrowhead is the creator. They're not the publisher. How it works mostly, if you don't understand it, quick documentary and how it works is that like a music business. You know, Nicki Minaj, didn't create her own music as of right now. She has to go to a music publisher, and that publisher, let's say, uh, Electric Records, for example. I think it's been gone. I think it's been gone, or whatever. It's closed down, but whatever. They go there. They make a deal, saying, and then like a 5 album deal, and they have to come on. And she has sing songs, albums, and she gets some prizes, whatever, what like that kind of stuff. And she pays fees to the uh, developers. That actually is the studio. The publisher is Electro Records. Once again, an example. Uh, and she has to have an obligation, a contract she signed saying do 5 albums, and the album she does has Electra's name on it, but her name is on it, but says Electra Records is the publisher, and her studio team can be 1, 2, 3 Boys in the Hood, whatever, or 1, 2, 3 Happiness Land, whatever her director in the studio's name is creating it. But the main publisher is Electric Records, same as the gaming industry. You have a game industry. You have Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. Okay, okay. Helldivers 2 comes out. Okay, we're gonna put it on PlayStation. We're gonna put it on there with the requirement you sign into this app. Okay, cool, whatever. The Steam might say. And they shake hands. They get deal, sign contract, whatever. Now the game comes out. The game explodes in popularity. So much so that the CEO of Arrowhead tell people to stop buying the game. We can't accommodate everybody on the server right now because we don't have enough room. People are literally hanging off the rafters in the server trying to get into the game. Once they get hypothetically hanging off the rafters, hypothetically, not literally. So that being said, now you have people trying to play this wonderful game. Game crashes and updates aside. Now, a few months go by, and now we're being told that we have to log into PlayStation Network to keep playing this wonderful game that everybody hold hands and fight in democracy together. Now Sony is creating a divide. And the fallout is anything but bittersweet. I mean, people are canceling the game. People are not buying the game. People are demanding refunds in countries that they can't get PlayStation Network in. And it's going to get ugly from here. And people on Facebook are literally the most biggest kowtow, ball sucking people I've ever in my life. The Facebook Helldivers 2 community on Facebook is the most ball sucking company, Sony sucking off people in my life. Well, you don't like the game, don't play. If you can't get it, that's your fault living in this country. I'm like, really? They had people live halfway across the planet. They're playing a good game, and all of a sudden, Sony goes yoink and takes it away from them because they can't get PlayStation Network in the country for whatever reason. Maybe it's PlayStation, Sony's doing, maybe the country's doing, whoever doing. The fact is, these people can't play the game after June 4th, June 6th of this year because they don't have access to PlayStation Network. In my last video, PlayStation can make post haste and get the updates going to allow themselves to be in these countries. But it could be infrastructure, maybe the IP, internet providers. The IP providers are not very good. Maybe they have low income internet providers. Maybe in European Union, certain countries only have maybe 5 times faster DSL or equivalent to that, or maybe they have dial up. How to play a game online? You have dial up. But the point is, they may not have fast internet. How they play this game? Through Steam. So it makes me question, what fast speed do you need to play this game? It could be the fact that maybe those countries are not fully developed in certain areas. Like most of Africa don't even have PlayStation Network. They have Xbox and Steam, but they don't have PlayStation Network. So that right there kind of tells you where demographic is. A lot of people on this planet are going to use VPNs to access this game. The problem is that's a violation of terms of service in Sony. Terminate your account. And even Sony can get your IP, can get your provider to terminate your service if they sue. So there's a lot of problems here that can come from this, more than just playing the game illegally. Because doing that VPN is illegal. A lot of people use VPN usually on the criminal nature of photographing certain underage people and selling it on the internet. This is the kind of crap that people use. I use VPN only on Facebook and Instagram to keep myself secure, but I just do that because it's like VPN. But I don't use it in different states. I use it only in the state I'm in because it helps protect me and what I have. But I don't use it online. 'Cause I can't use it online because the thing tells me to turn it off. So when I'm on Facebook or whatever, I'll use it. But that's just because Facebook is full of people trying to hack you anyway. But people are concerned not only that, the fact that Sony has been hacked and DOSed so many times since 2007, 2008, 2011, 2012, 2015. People have literally destroyed some place network on Christmas Day to ruin people's enjoyment. People are this mean and this cruel to do whatever they have to do to make Sony pay for whatever reason of what they've done. So now people are upset. They go, why do I have to buy this thing, get this account to a company has been hacked more times, has been more compromised than most other companies that doesn't seem to give a damn about protecting the people who have the accounts being hacked, and many of people's of accounts and money and credit cards and whatever else is being put out there for everyone to see. But yet Sony wants people to trust them about security. No, it's about boosting their numbers up with what it is. The reason why Sony wants it is because they want to boost their damn numbers of PlayStation Network. This is the most asinine thing I have heard in my life, but this has to be said, folks. Sony wants us to boost their numbers so they look important. So submit a comment with 150,000 people playing Helldivers 2 on PS5 right now. So yeah, it's fun there, dude. I made a comment on Facebook saying, yeah, there's 400,000 people playing on Steam right now, or was. So where's the other 150,000 playing it? So people are literally loving this game, but the backlash has set in, and the reviews are so bad and not even funny. And now I'm gonna read some of them here. I'm gonna go to the screen here though, and Helldivers 2 player account, Steam. Where's it at? Okay, we're at 83,000 players. Right before all this happened, May 2nd, we were at 100,000 players. And it went down from 50 to 40 to back up to 80. And it does say a lot about this system. The gaming community has come together. The problem is civil war breaking out between the PlayStation players who are selling their soul, selling their soul and their ass to Sony, and Steam players who sell to nobody, say, you know what, we're not going to play this game, we're going to review it, we're going to move on to another game. If Sony doesn't give in to our demands, and it's not demanding, free access to DLC or whatnot. All they're asking is Sony to reconsider what they're doing, because all you're going to do, Sony, Sony, look at me, look at me, look at me. All you're going to do is alienate countries that don't have access to your service. And those people are going to go right into the sweet arms of Microsoft, and they're never going to look back. Once a customer has made a decision not to buy your product, it's extremely hard. Once you burn them, it's extremely hard to get them back. You almost have to get on your knees to get them back, and they still will not come back. This is the problem that Sony has caused. Sony thinks, well, we're going to destroy Helldivers, and they'll run to Ghost of Tsushima, or whatever the hell the game is. No, they're not. What they're going to do is go play Microsoft games or Steam games and then stay the hell away from Sony games. And then you'll watch your game go down the tube. Then Sony will pull the game off PC and nobody has anything. Because PC gamers, I said before, PC gamers, we can shut down a company. PC gamers, we can do this. We can bring companies to the knees. We just won't buy your product. We won't buy it, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So Sony can keep doing this bully thing if they want to. Well, we have to do it. Yeah, you gotta buy this. No, you don't. We can yawn, uninstall our game if you won't give us a refund, and never play it again, and never buy another Sony product ever again. We'll go on the highest mountain and preach that word to everyone that hear it. And people listen. PC gamers are not people you want to mess with. Yes, we're all, we all have jobs and we're all big people, but we're extremely activist when it comes to our gaming preferences. We don't want to be forced in something that doesn't help us. Because what happens if Sony PlayStation Network gets hacked again, and many of the people can't play the game now, including Steam people sitting on the sidelines, because Sony Interactive Security is a jam joke. You think it's bad now? Wait till that happens. In countries that can't have PlayStation Network access, you bet your ass they're going to be demanding refunds. Doesn't matter if they bought the game day one. Doesn't matter if they bought the game, had it for 4 months or 2 months. I guarantee you the government's going to step in and say, hey, we're going to fight for you, and we're going to demand refunds. And Sony will have to pay up, because Sony can, its term of service changed. You only said this after you fix all the bugs and issues. You only said this. You're only enforcing this after all said and done. Well, we had bugs and issues. Well, then you shouldn't have, and you should have not enforced it at all. And the judge made rule in favor of these countries where Sony have to pay millions and millions of dollars out, or get a bloody nose when people say, you know what, I'm not going to buy this game or buy any more games ever again, and watch the sale right down the toilet. Ghost of Tsushima could be sacrificed because of this, could be crucified because of this. I don't think Sony wants to have that happen. I don't think Sony better backpedal soon, because Ghost of Tsushima is coming out this month, I think. This month or next month. And once it launches, it may not be received at all. People like, oh yeah, Sony game? Yeah, screw it. I ain't gonna play that. And they'll go off and go buy, Xbox is up here? Cool, we'll buy Xbox games. They're all terrible, but you know what? At least they're not gonna force us to, take it away from us. Because Microsoft Windows is available in more countries than PlayStation Network is. So can I tell you something? Sony really needs to backpedal on this, and backpedal hard. Put it in reverse, back up, and say, hey guys, we know we made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. We'll reach this endeavor again when we launch PlayStation Network in other countries. Then you have to log into the account for simple to make, blah, 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 and then show how to do it. But right now, we're going to lift this ban. Everybody can play it as is, but eventually we'll start enforcing it in countries that have it. and blah 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 blah. And hope to get more countries in the next few years to log into this if they can. Like I said, though, different countries don't want it for different reasons. Could be treated as spyware, treated as it's ransomware, because PlayStation had been hacked so many times, and a lot of countries don't want to deal with that nonsense. A lot of PC gamers don't want to deal with that because they know what's going on. They know what's in store for them. They know what's in store for them. Sony does not understand the nonsense they have created. Sony doesn't know the nonsense they created. Sony just doesn't understand, what they've done. And it's dangerous. I think it's really, really sad that people just do not want to accept this. They'll make fun of it, they'll laugh about it and say, oh my god, I don't create an account because it takes 2 minutes. And I reply saying it's not just making accounts because maybe they don't have access to PlayStation Network. Then you start getting mad, so you don't understand. I do understand. Most countries don't have access to PlayStation Network. So you're punishing them because Sony can't reach in these countries yet. If Sony says, hey guys, we'll be in Africa within the next 2 years, we'll give you guys 24 months to enjoy this without having any issues. But after I start rolling out PlayStation Network in your area, please log in to keep playing the game. It's free to do, blah, blah, blah. You have access to PlayStation Plus, you want it, whatever. Then, hey, okay, cool. This PlayStation going to give us 2 years to enjoy the game, and, or a year maybe. It might take less a year. Now, after it rolling out, you guys have to log into PlayStation Plus for PlayStation Network to just enjoy the game. That's fine, whatever. But Sony ain't doing that. They're requiring people to join a community, to keep playing this game they've been playing since day one. They've signed to account that they can't access. Like I said before, and using VPN is illegal, and in terms of service, Sony will ban you, or block your account, terminate your account, and deal with ramifications from your internet provider, IP, maybe loss of service, or maybe even government fine or sanctions, especially in the European Union. You don't know what you may be facing then. Here in America, probably nothing more by a slap on the wrist, lose your account, whatever, or you have VPN in the United States. But I'm saying, it's just certain countries might treat it as a slap on the wrist. Some people might treat it as jail time. Some countries are different. A lot of countries are different out there. So you have to look at things as, okay, and being fourth dimensionally. You can't go out there and just, okay, I'm going to go do this. You can't do that. You have to have some sense of understanding, and you can't get it like that, because if you don't do it like that, then you're going to have issues. So people have to understand that it's not just about PlayStation Network and not wanting to join for 2 minutes to join. It's because a lot of people can't join it because they don't have it in their area. It's not about, I don't want to spend 2 minutes of my time on their app. It's more or less people don't have access to this stuff at all. And this is the only game they play that has Sony name on it, because they don't probably know what Sony is. They probably have, they don't have anything Sony in their country. So this is the only thing, hey, it's a pretty cool game from Sony. I wish they come here and put PlayStation here. But they can't, because maybe government embargoes or Sony just being willing to do so. Whatever, all those apply. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day what I think or what you think. It matters what the people can't do. If you bought this game for $40, you just wasted your money. And I guarantee you, Sony gonna leave out some damn freaking refunds. They're gonna have to, or face legal suits. Even though it says it in the game, have to require to log in. If you don't enforce it day one or have it available day one, people can't know to play the game. Because there's a lot of login requirements for games. Ubisoft, I do that a lot. So does Microsoft. We know those games have better security, especially Microsoft does. So I don't mind logging. I have Xbox Game Pass anyway. So no, he keeps track of my points of games I played on Microsoft anyway. Ubisoft same way too, has points, whatever. For those two things that I'm used to, not everybody's used to having PlayStation under PC. And like I said though, in closing this thing, with the whole hacker uses on it, it does make people really thrilled to go out there and do this anyway. When you have a hacker issue, not everybody's really thrilled to go out there and waste their time trying to get PlayStation Network only to come find out they gets hacked and they can't play the damn game anyway. So it's really hard for people to understand this without being there. I've been to PlayStation before. I had a PS3 and PS4. I know how hard it is to pop Christmas Day and boom, system's offline. Because some jackass in our country, ruin your fun. The whole Christmas Day holding games you can't play. You come back online, you don't want to play them anymore. It's like the fun is gone. It's like, really? It's just, and it really is disheartening. So it's just, do you want that, Sony? Do you really want that? You want to bring that misery to everybody now? So I think it's just kind of silly myself. I think Sony needs to take a step back, look at what they're doing. It's okay. We have this problem here. People can't play this game, but the game's selling real well. Do we screw it up or do we let them play it? I say just let them play it and forget the whole damn requirement. Then when PlayStation Network, okay, this is what we do, Sonny. This is what you really would do. So we really need to do. Lower the restrictions. No PlayStation Network. Sign in right now. Make it available if you want to. You could sign in if you want to, if you're able in the country to do so. If you're not, you just keep playing the game normally. Let's say, and once again, example in Africa, if PlayStation come into Africa, and PlayStation come into Africa, and they can come in, and they can set up their network there. And as they do so, as you're playing the game in Africa, and if you log in, they'll prompt, hey, create PlayStation Network is now available in your area. Please sign in, make an account to keep enjoying this game. Create an account, sign in, we're ready to go. Life is good. Until DOS comes in and people DOS it and shut it off, put it offline. But then you keep playing it. Did Helldivers 3 come out? Helldivers 3, I've been Helldivers 2, good game. Anybody Helldivers 3? And it's even better than 2. And you're like, hey, it's a great game. Then you're hooked into the ecosystem of PlayStation. Oh, cool. I can buy PlayStation Plus. I can download all these other games I haven't played before. Now you have a customer, Sony. If you just slowly do things slowly, Sony, you'll find out people will be more on board. So yeah, we're joking about that sign in. We're a little haha. No, late April Fool joke. We're not really funny. We're not gonna do this now. We're not gonna require this, but we will eventually. And name off countries where we're gonna go to. Okay, Africa will be the third one. Will get the PlayStation Network system in. So, say in 2026, say January 1st, it should be live in your country. As it goes live, just sign in, create an account, and life is good. Because when our games come out, and they will come out, this account will carry over to every game you play. Just make sure to sign in any game you buy. It's not hard to do, Sony. You don't have to force them with gunpoint to do something. If they can't do it because the country doesn't allow it for whatever reason, don't punish the customer. Say, hey, okay, these countries here, all 80 of them can't get PlayStation Network for whatever reason, so we're going to waive that requirement. Countries should have it. Please sign into it. You get like a free month of, PlayStation, whatever, PlayStation Plus or whatever the hell it's called. The base stuff. Plus, you can enjoy some PlayStation games we have or whatever. Okay, people might, I'll buy PlayStation Plus. I might like those old games. And you might remember games you haven't played before. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong to get new customers in your ecosystem. You could do it the right way, though. Look at Microsoft. Hell, they're getting people every day from different countries into their ecosystem. Without even trying, people are running towards it. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is the Sony can do this, the right way or the wrong way. They're doing it the wrong way right now. You can sign into PlayStation Network. Yeah, you can. We know I can recover my account. Sign right now. I have signed it to play a single player game, Horizon Forbidden West. Fun game, by the way, not so terrible. Now you have to get into Horizon games. They're a little slow to get into, but you get into it pretty good. But and nowadays gone ain't bad either. So a lot of good games that you can play out there. But you just can't do that if you ain't got PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Network at all. PlayStation Network anyway to play. So you're kind of stuck. And it sucks because you can't do anything. So yeah, it's just one of those things that you have to do. I think it's one of the things you have to do. I think. And it is sad sometimes. It is sad, and I think Sony can really learn from this, and Nintendo as well too. If you can't access the PlayStation Network, who cares? If you get it through Steam, why is it so hard for you to let people just play the game? Because you're trying to boost your numbers up, Sony. Well, you're going to piss people off, and they're going to leave and never come back. And this game's going to suffer a diminishing death because you got to get in the way. And if you think we're going to run towards it and the Ghost of Toshiba, whatever it's called, you're wrong. We can go, I don't want that, and we'll walk away. Like, oh crap, this game is dead. Yes, it's dead because you killed it, Sony. You killed the golden goose laying the golden eggs. All because of your little self-inferiority complex. Because you couldn't let go of the fact that people could not sit there and dictate to the rest of us what we can and can't do with our purchases. So guys, this is my video, guys. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'm gonna ask you guys a simple question. Do you believe Sony's in the right or wrong with this one? Do you believe Sony's right in forcing this, or you think they're wrong of forcing the mandatory login or sign in or creation of account by June 4th or June 6th? You guys believe that's the right way to do business, especially with the fact that the PlayStation Network has been DOSed and data breached so many times that it's not even funny. You have to have hit the multiple toes and multiple fans just to count how many times they've been DOSed and breached. Do you believe that Sony's going to lose customers and hurt this game in the end? If it hasn't been hurt already. Leave your comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Once again, God bless you guys. Thank you for joining my channel. If you're new to my channel, once again, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I have plenty of videos to watch. Over 600, almost 700 now. Videos to watch. Tons of hours of programming. With a big fat guy staring at you. I have tons of reviews down there from Switches and from a Switch to an Xbox, many different things. So you guys enjoy it. See you later. Peace out.